wanna roll. I just wanna roll. I just wanna roll. I just wanna roll. Nat 20 on that troll. Hit that shit like really gold. I just wanna.
Welcome to Monster, a Dungeons and Dragons playthrough featuring comedians as the characters. I'm your dungeon master, Kevin Eggleston.
Hi, I'm Tyson Cox. I'm playing Chester Blackfield. I'm a rough and tumble fighter with a heart of gold, but I'm having a pretty rough time right now because I'm in the Shadow Realm and I've had to relive some bad stuff.
Hello, and my name is Tyler Waltz, and I will be playing Ekram. Ekram has actually had a pretty good couple of episodes being in the Shadow Realm, and he is a Shadow Sorcerer. So it's been a real dichotomy here going on.
Did you call them episodes?
Did I?
Ekram-sodes.
Yeah, Ekram-sodes.
Focusing on Ekram. Yeah. Really the breakout star of this podcast.
Was that just a secret narcissism? That
might be. Yeah. Check him out on Ekragram.
Yeah.
Oops.
Last time on Monster, you gentlemen had failed to prevent a shadow dragon from being slain by cultists.
Well, in our defense, failing is what we do.
But also, we failed because you didn't want us to win. Because that's how D&D works. Because you ultimately decide.
No, it was the dice.
Yeah, It was the dice and also your lack of talent.
I don't think so.
Okay, well,
Our lack of talent in these episodes.
On a very special episode.
Yeah, actually, we have been lying, guys. This has all been to teach Tyler the value of not being a narcissist. We've actually did the oopsies. We turned him into more of one.
We have failed at that.
So as the last gasp of this dragon, as it takes its last breath, the remaining cultists' portals open and they step through, almost just dismissing everything you've done to leave you with this corpse of the mighty shadow dragon. As you move closer to it to see if it truly is dead, you notice parts of it begin drifting up, like the shadow that inhabits it begins to float upwards like smoke.
At least it made it to heaven. That's good.
Yeah, all shadow dragons go to heaven. It's
I've seen that movie.
Yeah. Whew, for our younger listeners, watch that. Watch All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's not going to hurt you at all. Which is fun because that whole movie is explicitly about how all dogs don't go to heaven.
Yeah. Very awkwardly, blatantly.
Yeah,
it's pretty wild.
So they animated a dog Satan in that movie. That was intense.
They did.
Anyways.
All right.
Man.
Chester, do you have an opinion? This dragon begins to pull apart as if the animating shadow that held it together has lost its cohesion. You feel a rumbling at the base of the tower. And as you look, you notice the Shadowfell itself, the realm that you found yourself in, is breaking apart almost at the same rate as the dragon, as if the only thing anchoring this reality was this creature. The tower you're on begins to fall. And you two find yourself plunging into kind of a bottomless darkness.
You got anything? You got the keys?
I mean, we're currently falling, right?
Yeah.
I could punch gravity.
Yeah. I'm after that last fight, I'm completely drained. There's nothing I can do.
Drink a Gatorade. This is serious, my guy.
Hashtag not sponsored. But
Yeah. At best, we're a Powerade or like a 7-Eleven replenish.
if it helps Gatorade when we play, we're very sweaty.
Does that help anything?
It could.
We're just check it out on the Patreon, guys. We post sweaty pics.
Yeah. We can.
So sweat pigs.
Yeah. But no, I can't do anything. I expect, even if just out of character, even if I wanted to, I am completely out of spell slots. I'm done.
Well, all right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, It was good knowing you, buddy. I think we're going to get crushed to death in the Shadow Realm. Not as I anticipated, but could be worse.
I have a feeling this is going to turn out fine.
I do also feel there are more episodes in our future.
Bad news. You're both wrong. This is the end of Monster.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys drove all the way out here for 8 minutes. That's wild.
As you fall, at first you kind of feel like you're falling next to each other, and then it's almost like different rates of speed.
Can we like otter it where we hold on to
You
each other?
can. Do you guys want to try to go ahead and give me?
Try to reach out.
I'm gonna say give me a sleight of hand check
hold hands check?
or an athletics check.
Wow, Tyson.
All right.
I'll let you do an athletics to try to grab.
Oh my gosh! That's 2 nat ones.
Wow!
All right. Taking a photo of that.
we actually just high-fived.
Yeah, you like somehow poked each other in the eye and pushed each other away.
I just put my hands to my side and put my head directly down to the earth.
Gosh.
Because you've decided if I'm going to die, I'm going to do it quicker.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
First
it like a
roll
man.
after this devastating loss. And it's like, fuck you. It's like,
Yeah, this is what you get for talking a lot of shit and being like, oh, it's what God wanted.
Pretty good episode, guys. Am I right?
All right, so you two try to reach out to each other, and just it's dark, so you miss. Like you just touch tips. It's like you both decided to just kind of short it because you're like, I don't want to be awkward about it,
Yeah.
and then you just missed, and you drift past each other in the darkness. You fall.
sorry, can I mage hand like push myself? Is it like space where if I apply a little bit, it'll get me back on course?
To what?
Fuck, I don't know.
I mean, it's pitch blackness. You can't see anything. And if you say I have fucking dark vision, I'll slap you. I'll slap you so goddamn hard.
How about this? I cast cantrip light. I got options.
Cool. You see darkness around you.
yeah, well, now I know.
Yeah, but now I see the darkness
Right.
instead of just being in it.
Exactly. I'm guessing I weigh more than 5 pounds, so mage hand's not going to help me there either. I'm out. I was just like, I have literally done everything I can.
All right. You feel a tugging like at the back of your navel, as if something is almost just like reaching through your spine to your belly button and then just pulling you.
I don't like that at all. It made
You-
me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's not supposed to feel good. You guys feel yourself yanked through time, space. I just kind of a weird feeling. Like I want you to imagine getting pulled through Jello.
Gross.
I opened my mouth.
It's black licorice because that's the flavor of darkness.
It's not the worst.
Really?
I don't mind black licorice. I really don't.
We're doing a lot of asides here, guys. Remember, this is
We were just finding out somebody is evil.
yeah. Remember, this is for an audience.
It is, yeah.
No, it just. Hey guys, let us know why that's the wrong choice on the Patreon. You guys, you feel yourself yanked through this time space, almost as if something is just expending force, energy to do this. You find yourselves kind of gasping on the floor, not unceremoniously, like on the cold tile floor. Shadow stuff is kind of in the light, dissipating and coming off you like smoke. I've used that one. Like somebody blew some fat vape clouds around you, and in front of you, in all of her splendor, is our time dragon. Just what the fuck, guys? The actual fuck. Do you have any idea what I just had to do?
It
No,
didn't
no.
feel good.
Good. I am so glad, because if you would have been like, that was fun, I would have sent you back there and pulled you out via the anus this time.
I do have to say, I did like being in the shadows a lot, so it was very fun up until the end.
I don't think that's helpful.
So, you guys know, like, that entire realm is gone. Like, that. It's gone. You lost an entire realm.
So what does that mean? Like, can we get it back?
No.
All
Well,
right.
not this time. Not any time. They've never. They killed one of the dragon. They killed. Each realm has a being like me, a thing that holds it together cohesively. I do it for time. Okay? That's why you small-brained little creatures. Sorry, I don't mean to be mad at you. I'm more mad at the situation. I'm disappointed in you two, but not mad. Very disappointed. I'm the reason why you can perceive time, okay? Otherwise, it'd be a fucking flat circle, and you would just say stupid stuff while making beer can art.
Well, that does. In Chester's head, he's like, well, that doesn't sound that bad. Oh, so you're the reason why we all die. This is...
Going through the ignorance would be bliss.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand that the situation's pretty rough right now. I feel like that we didn't really know the full situation that we were getting into. I was not expecting to be thrown in the middle of a war. I feel like at Silver Linings, I feel like we are better prepared to know what is coming up. You know? Right? Like, I understood. Let's take the good with the bad.
Are you trying to, like, this is a growth moment for us? Are you trying to...
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Do you think this is an employee evaluation?
No, it's more along the lines of I'm also disappointed with me. I really feel like in the shadow area, I should have been like on point.
You should have flourished. It really feels like would have been a time.
And I feel like I did there for a little bit, but it just wasn't quite enough, which is a huge bummer. But now we kind of know what we're getting into. Because I got to be honest, when we were going up the spire and then suddenly we're in like a different realm, I was pretty confused. Also, with each realm, like this is a giant being. So is his spine just gone? Like, how does that work? Like, Ekram's mind is just racing, trying to figure out what even this means.
Yeah. In her scaly hand, she kind of conjures, you realize, like, this idea of the city. You see the taller spires representing some of the larger structures. And you see these kind of portals that intersect in different spots. You even see the one that you kind of left from the Shadowfell. She's like, it's really not that hard. This is a god. The gods exist in all realms, all realities. They're universal concepts. So he, sleeping, dead, however you want to phrase it, as it were, exists as an intersection in all these spaces. We are outside these realms where he is. And she kind of, you see winking out portals. She's like, as these are destroyed, less and less of the god's consciousness, energy, whatever the animating force is spent keeping it existing in those realms, that's getting collected back in it. That's how they plan on waking it, is by winking these out of existence. If we don't stop this from happening, I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to reset all of this again.
Okay, so there is a plan B. So that's...
Yeah, the plan B is everything not existing. So is it a good plan?
It's not. However, yeah, I don't know. This is bad. I've been trying to put like a lighter spin on this, use it as like an educational moment, but a lot of people just died.
Yeah.
Upside, Shadow Realm, kind of the bad one. So not
I
really
don't
the
know
happy
how
one.
I feel about that, but
Really? Have you heard the phrase, I'm in love with my shadow? No, you've heard I'm scared of my own shadow.
well, life's about perspective, really.
I lean into Ekram like, hey man, as somebody who's been in trouble and scolded a lot, we save the positive spin for later when the person's mad at us isn't like within touch and hearing distance.
I understand that, but she also knows all the information. I just kept scaling it up. All the information to prevent this from happening again. So I want to use this failure to gather as much knowledge as possible, because that sucked.
Yeah, but like you got kind of like a smile in your voice. Take that down. Get it out of there. Mad. You're mad at yourself. You're upset. Ooh, sad.
Okay. Performance check?
Yeah, give me a straight up performance to look like a sad boy.
Well, this sounds weird, but there is a part of Ekram that is excited, because this kind of puts things into perspective that hasn't existed yet. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of now realizing like, oh, I'm responsible for like
Everything.
reality.
Yeah. So performance, that is a 17 or 18.
Ekram, I'm glad you're finally appreciating the gravity of this situation. Chester, whatever you said to him,
I just let him know it was pretty tough stuff out here.
I'm starting to get a little bit worried that I might have picked the wrong champions.
See, out of character, and as a comedian, I want to go only time and point at her will tell, but I won't do that.
Yeah, I do wonder, what do you think the best outcome is for finger gunning the time dragon?
Yeah, that's why I very blatantly said out of character, because I know sometimes if you don't say that, you punch nuts to death.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, you got to be very clear.
Very clear.
Yeah. You all of a sudden have a distinct childhood memory of what you realize is her in her human form mushing your face into your like third birthday cake.
That makes sense. Yeah.
A little too angrily.
You're like,
into
yeah,
it.
she's like, you like that memory? I went back in time and did that. Do you want to see what else I can do?
I'd prefer not.
Yeah, just make it to him.
No.
It's like,
No.
Hey, your turn.
No, you didn't. You understand what's going. So you all of a sudden have a third birthday cake that just appeared,
I'm
just like a happy memory.
29, just eating some third birthday party, 3-year-old's birthday cake. I'll take it.
You're just like, but you know this is because she's trying to punish Ekram, so you're like,
Yeah.
it doesn't taste good. The memory is sour.
I mean, I didn't even get to enjoy it. That's just wasted calories.
You're suddenly fatter. You're like, what? Why?
Oh, I should have jogged a little bit.
Same. All right. So I will look at her sincerely and I go, okay, now that the precedent has kind of been set with an absolute skull bash into reality, what is next? Where should we go?
We need to find which realm they're targeting next.
Can I do a memory check? Just to see like when the portal's opened, what did I see?
Okay, yeah, go for it. Give me a straight up intelligence check then.
I'm so good at this.
Straight up.
Smartest
intelligence.
boy.
That's
My intelligence check of 2, -1, so 1.
damn it.
You remember really pretty colors.
It was
Ooh.
so pretty. It was like real pretty.
Can I just do kind of like a 1-2 look left and right and see if she pulled out our friend that was there with us?
Peter?
Oh, Pewter?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Peter?
You can do an investigation.
I was wondering.
That's pretty good. That's a 19.
You do not see Pewter.
Bummer.
Maybe she just didn't want to drop him here.
Yeah, that's it. She's like, I'm pretty powerful. I only pulled you through because of the boon I gave you earlier.
Oh, so that's spent.
You still have it. You didn't.
Oh.
You didn't die. You just
Got really close.
got bungee corded through realities.
Like a GPS. She
Yeah.
could find us.
Yeah. Didn't think it was gonna come into play that early, but gosh.
Well,
She kind of makes a gesture, and you see stepping into the room is Kaga, the big axe on her back. Kaga, these gentlemen have been through a lot. I need I need you to make sure they're ready so this doesn't happen again. And you see Kaga look right at you, Chester, and just give like an evil smile. Like you're like,
I give her a big, like, genuine, like, Bronson, like, big smile, big mustache smile.
all right, go ahead and give me what are you trying to convey with that?
Just good to see her. Just
Okay.
a genuinely friendly smile.
All right, go ahead and give me a persuasion check to see if you can convince her that you're being a charming boy.
These dice love me today. It's really good. It's a 7 plus 1, so it's an 8.
Give me an insight check.
Quit making me roll dice. It's not going well. Insight is 11.
Cool. You are like, well, 2 smiles is good, right?
Yeah, we're smiling. We're just a couple of smilers, having a good old smile off.
Yeah. All right. She walks past you and just gives you a gruff follow.
All right.
And she leads you kind of through the wandering or the meandering halls.
I wave goodbye to the time dragon.
She just kind of gives you a curt nod. She's like, yeah, good. God, I don't know why he's so plucky. You guys are wandering through the halls of this massive library, essentially. Books are floating around, moving almost of their own will, kind of arranging themselves and sorting themselves. Some are turning over to pages. You see various creatures, some modrons, some other beings associated with order kind of are flipping through these. You realize this is a repository just for knowledge. You even catch a couple devils kind of flipping through there. So you realize like everything you knew about the lore worm as like an information broker is accurate. I mean, this, if she is the embodiment of time in your reality, she's got to know all the history of things, all the in and outs. As Kaga leads you along, you realize she's taking you to a part of this that isn't books, isn't the library. In front of you, she opens a door, and inside you see a room full of training dummies, weapons racks. You see individuals from various races training, fighting. She shuts the door behind you, and that same evil smile is on her face, and she just, boys are my library now.
It's mighty nice. We're gonna take a rest for a little bit. We actually went through quite a bit, and I'm sorry to be like this, plum tuckered.
Go ahead and roll me Constitution saving throws.
Both of us?
Throws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think you meant multiple from me. Golly, this dice is out of the tray.
No, let me give it a shot.
11.
Nope, that's retired.
It's out of the.
Gosh, guys.
It was also an 11
That's
from
right.
me. We rolled the same thing.
She smiles again, and she just kind of shakes her head no. And she takes that axe down off of her shoulder and gets in a fighting stance. And just says, run.
All right, we need to split because she can only chase one of us.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like if the stakes really were as high as we thought they would be, all of these soldiers would have really helped in that big war. But that now feels like the time not to bring it up.
All the soldiers? You mean the people in the other room?
The people that are in here
Yeah,
training
training.
with
They're
us,
all watching
Oh.
Kaga now chasing you both with a giant fuck off axe.
Oh, I waved. I waved.
Oh, I guess
so
if we
yeah.
split, who does she chase?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Kaga stomps her axe on the ground, and an echo of her appears.
Well, this just got doubly worse.
If only I could
It
cast
chases
Dispel
the other
Magic
one.
right now.
I don't think Dispel Magic works on an Echo Knight's duplicate.
Oh.
I don't know either.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh.
So you both are running. She runs you gentlemen ragged. But the good news is, as you collapse on the floor, exhausted, weary, you realize she is not sweating at all.
She's got a glamour on her. She's awful tired. I feel it deep in the
You
bones.
guys almost had her there.
Yeah.
You both get to level up.
Yeah.
Over what feels like days, Kaga whips you two into fighting shape. You're level up, rested. You feel a little bit more confident in yourselves. Chester, you lost that extra weight from the cake.
Dude, I look like a Hemsworth now.
Yeah.
A bald Hemsworth.
Ekram, you're just like, why are there so many stairs I have to run? You're just like, why do I have to eat raw eggs?
My hands hurt from all the beef punching.
Yeah. But you spend time kind of walking with the Lord Dragon and her teaching you some arcane secrets, all that fun stuff. So that's how we're going to describe that, as if it's a full montage.
Nice.
Yeah. Go ahead and both of you give me go ahead and give me Arcana checks.
Nice. I just thought he leveled up because cardio is good for the blood, so
Yeah.
he could read longer without getting tired. Boy, this is it's not good at all.
What check did you say?
Arcana.
Arcana, so that's a 12 for me.
3.
12? Okay. You're not sure how this works, but you notice that when you're in this kind of training room, there's windows to the outside, but the sun only seems to have set once in your time there. You've never seen it really go down or move.
Is this a time chamber?
I don't know. You should have rolled higher.
Sorry, I got excited because I like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit.
I quickly take off my only article of clothing I'm wearing, which is my pants, to see if they go thump when I drop them before they are weighted pants.
Right.
No.
I put them-
She's Kaga just like, no. no.
Embarrassingly, I just put them back on.
She's like, wouldn't you know you would have to put the weights in those pants?
Maybe I thought there was.
Do you think just in the night she sneaks in there like a reverse tooth fairy and puts weights in your pants?
That would be hilarious.
I don't put it past anybody. Training, it takes many different forms.
Okay. There's part of me that wants to yes and you guys, and then there's part of me that's like, no but.
No, that's a lot of Chester's life. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Good job, Chester. You have just like every day I wake up, check my pants for weight.
Maybe I'm getting stronger than that. Who knows?
I
I mean, people sleep walk. Why can't I sleep squat?
Yeah.
That does raise an interesting question in Dungeons and Dragons, doesn't it? As you leave this kind of training area, you realize the amount of time you think has passed hasn't. During that time, however, you realize there's been a flurry of Modrons and other creatures coming to the lore worm, this time dragon, and giving her either scrolls or giving her passages from books, handing her items. You realize she's been researching, trying to deduce where the cult is going to strike next. She summons you to her chamber, and she's there in her full magnificence. Again, this just massive being with a gem floating in between her twin horns. Her wings kind of spread. Like, you can tell she's putting on a bit of a show too for you guys.
Looks like a Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah.
She is resplendent.
She's a foil, rare.
Ooh, borderless?
It's been a while since I've played Magic.
Well, I mean,
I feel like we just lost viewers.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean,
that's
well,
too much.
I mean, you're wearing glasses, so she has a border for you, but I'm not wearing any glasses. So.
Wait, who said I was wearing glasses?
You're a nerd.
That feels bad.
I like the idea that Chester's had so many punches to the head that he's just like, well, that's a brainy boy. Fucking nerd.
I don't think I've
Just
ever
sees
said
glasses.
I wear glasses.
No, he just imagines them.
Yeah, right.
She I just think that's like funny because then if she is a magic card, like the Pinkertons come in and they're like, oh, and then the campaign's over. They've stolen this campaign. The real enemy was Wizards of the Coast all along.
It's still the
It
Pinkertons.
has been for a minute.
Yeah. Anyways, hey, thank you guys for making this game that we enjoy to play. She kind of is sitting there in this majesty, like taking up more of the chamber than she needs. She could shrink down to her human form. Well, how are you gentlemen feeling?
Pretty good. We did a lot of cardio. We dug deep. We found the grit. You got some grit.
I ran so much I learned a spell.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happened.
I ran so much I kind of forgot some words. So
No, you actually see she's holding a crystal. Go ahead and give me an investigation check or a perception check, whichever one you want.
11.
Damn it. 9.
Okay. You catch just faintly, this crystal is playing your guys' training montage, but it's just of the times where like Kaga hit you.
It's the Benny Hill theme.
Yeah. Or like the times like you got a paper cut and she's just like, yes, excellent. And then she rewinds it, watches you get a paper cut again.
I lean over to Ekram and was like, man, they always said time was cruel, but like I thought they meant like metaphorically.
Yeah.
Yes, well, also time heals all wounds, and I notice you guys are tip top.
Well, like physical. I got a lot of
I was like,
got a lot of other things kicking around the old rattle can.
how long were we in there?
Well, are you asking my perception of things or your perception of things?
Both?
Different numbers, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what felt like days for you were hours for me.
All right, so it didn't miss my birthday. Okay.
But what about days in there, hours to you, but does that mean like just hours to us outside?
Hours to the outside. But I appreciate the inquisitiveness and curiosity.
Yes. So are we a few days older because that's our perception, or are we a few hours older biologically?
You're trying to do a time turner question
I'm
here? Like, are you worried
fascinated.
if you lived in this time chamber, would you die upon exiting? Like,
Maybe.
would you age?
It's important information.
Kaga, she turns to Kaga, why don't I just send you on these missions?
That's another
That's
good
a really
question.
good question.
Like,
She's extremely competent.
Yeah.
She taught me many things.
Well, she has more pressing matters.
What could be more pressing than
The
existence is
universe.
winking out? Anyway,
She's the reason why Plan B is gonna be the backup, guys.
oh,
You know how you sometimes you have the quarterback, you do a sneak. Yeah, she's important. She's got shit to do. I'm kind of hoping you guys rise to the occasion.
so are we.
trying so hard.
I admire the effort, gentlemen.
Doing our best.
So I guess in the few hours that we've been in there, has there been any update or development?
Yes, I think I know where they're heading next. Tell me, and she looks at you, Chester, and she goes, reaches out a scaly claw and just touches your forehead.
Oh,
No, we're not ET in
I reach out
this.
to touch her fingertips.
Yeah, she's just like, no, that. Just slaps it like a cat. And
It just goes quicker and just kind of stabs me a little bit in the forehead.
yeah, she didn't need to draw blood when she touched, but she did. So she, as she withdraws her finger, you actually feel the memory of looking at the portals come out of your mind. And it's almost like she's dragging like a projector screen open for the rest of the class to watch. And you see
Careful what you think.
all of a sudden butts. Just so many butts.
So many.
Just Kaga's butt. And she's like, no.
Ew.
Did you Scooby-Doo me?
Constitution? Saving for me, I failed.
Yeah. Which way does that go? You're just like, also watching now? You're like, keep your cool, keep your cool. No, as you see the portal that opens and they step through. And you kind of have this bright wash of colors. And she stops the memory at a specific moment. And all of a sudden, those colors kind of pull into focus. It's almost like she's like done the CSI enhance on your own memory.
Comes by and it's like, enhance.
Yeah.
Enhance.
And it just does a little square, and then that goes in closer. And then you see a sign. You can read the letters on it.
Ooh.
She enhances it, and you are looking at the most beautiful.
But.
Buddy, we got shit to figure out.
It's like an old, it's like when you're trying to find porn as a kid on the old TV, it just scrambles in
Butts,
every now and
yeah,
again.
and every once in a while you see a boob, and you're like, oh, I can work with this. So just almost the most beautiful landscape. You see flowers that look larger, that are dwarfing these cultists. Go ahead and both give me Arcana checks.
One of these days the dice will go well, and today is not that day.
This is horrendous.
Hey, Robert, can you make a shitty dice roll song?
Okay. I did well. I got a 21.
You got a 21?
He got a
Congrats.
1.
Natural.
Well, that feels...
Natural. Yeah.
Ooh.
So actually a 0.
Yeah.
I think.
You actually lose the memory. Just
No.
completely. You, Ekram, look at this and you're like, oh, God damn it. Are we going to the Feywild?
Sorry, me as a player got really excited. I love the Fae. They're so fucked up.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's going to get weird. Not in like a good way, but like a very scary way.
Yeah.
Where is it?
She. As I suspected, they're starting at opposite ends. The Shadowfell is like an echo, like a mirror of our realm. So it makes sense to go for the opposite, the Feywild, which is if the Shadowfell is negative emotions, darkness, the Feywild is ruled by almost stronger emotions, whether that's love or joy or rage or just extremes in passion.
Well, love and joy, that seems like a great place to go and hang out. Hey, Ekram, we should not fuck this one up. We should probably keep love and joy around in the world.
I
Heard they keep Care Bears there.
didn't particularly want to fuck up the last one, so I agree. However, I am... So each of these are body parts, right? This was the spine. Or we lost the spine.
Yeah.
Where is... which...
As you she lets the memory fade, it just sucks back into your head, kind of like if you have a loogie. And it's just
If it's the butt, then that was hilarious foreshadowing.
Prostate, actually.
Yeah.
You actually look, and unsurprisingly, it's the heart. So I'm unsure where that crossing is. It's the Feywild. I'm gonna be honest, it's a doozy of a one to track down because, how much do you gentlemen know about the Fey?
Well, I dated a lady named Faye, and she stabbed me once.
I thought he was gonna say in college, and I was gonna call that bluff really quick.
Yeah. Also, not far off from what we might be dealing with.
Also,
If you think about
in college I got stabbed by a girl named Sarah. So,
Now, are you saying that because you went to college or because you got stabbed at a college?
I was out of college.
Okay.
Yeah, I go to colleges pretty often. I drop stuff off there. Sometimes I pick some stuff up there.
Can I make... I don't know what check this would make. I'll just tell you what I'm trying to find out.
Mhm.
Can I try and intuitively put together if the body part that is correlated to the location matters, right? So like we just lost the spine. That feels like a pretty damn integral part. So like the heart feels like it could be end all be all because that means the thing is dead.
Go ahead and give me just a raw intelligence check.
Uncooked.
Pretty good. 16 plus. Actually, I need to double check because I did a stat increase and I can't remember if I did intelligence or charisma. Sorry about this, Robert. That is a 17.
17? Okay. You kind of intuit, like, you're like, if the spine, like, the sky isn't falling, almost nobody seems, it's not, you haven't really been outside, but, like, from what you can tell, it's not like anybody's noticed. Like, she's mad, but she's not, the world is ending. Like, if all of a sudden this god had lost its spine, it's paralyzed or something.
Right.
You kind of make the assumption that these are metaphorical parts, like, because it's, you know, if this is almost like a near omnipotent being, what would losing its heart actually mean? What would losing, so these might be just,
It means you couldn't summon Captain Planet.
yeah, no, you just could, but without heart, and it would be a villain. Anyways,
Is that accurate? Is that what happens in that?
I have no idea.
I've never seen Captain Planet.
Yeah.
They do say he is the most, like, the heart guy. They like, he's the most powerful one. I'm like, bullshit.
I think it's kind of like how my mom was like, you know, you're the important one on the football team. You keep that bench warm for everyone else.
He's like, heart. And another guy's like, flamethrower.
yeah, right.
Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun. All right. So, no, you losing the heart wouldn't be the end of the world. This has to be done in a totality thing. But you would be losing, if from what you remember of the realms, there's the material plane where you exist, or kind of where you think you exist. The Shadowfell is a darker mirror of it. The Feywild is like a lighter mirror of it.
So the only thing that would exist is like base reality.
Base reality, and then there would be astral plane, outer plane, and there would be like the primordial planes. But like you'd be losing the two echoes of this thing. So that would probably have consequences.
Okay.
Well,
I think we should get going right away.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. You gentlemen take a sorry, this pun is going to make me happy. You take a train. It's on an arterial
Nice.
to the
Good.
heart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boo.
Hey, Robert, can you put in a standing ovation sound there?
Womp, 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 womp.
Can you put in the sound of someone's dad leaving?
As you are riding this train, is there anything you guys want to do before you head out to get to the heart?
Chester's a little concerned about what happened to Pewter, but also he kind of gets the gravity of the whole thing, where he's trying to like keep a smile on his face, but he's also like, ah. So no, he's ready to get to the Feywild.
I will ask before we depart if there are any books on the Fey that I could borrow to read on the way.
Fantastic. Yeah.
We got Fey Gone Wild. We got.
Actually, she hands you a children's book. It just says Fago. It's just got a man running with a hatchet.
Yeah. No, we got it.
No, I just want to be clear. Do you guys understand? She also hands you another book that says the Faysane Posse.
Yeah.
Honestly, the Fago children's book was the better pun to go with.
It felt like you pushed and it's
Shake
like
your
you
pants.
thought.
Yeah. Pushed and you pooped your drawers.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, Shanks, your dope, Violet J. Let's go. Come on.
I'm glad we don't sit in these puns.
Their favorite catchphrase is "Fey till you make it." See, I can make bad jokes too. I just want to make that very clear.
Yeah. When does he make good ones?
I opened up pretty hot.
All right, guys.
Episodes.
All right, come on, guys. And away we go. Come on,
When did we start speaking Spanish?
Fuego.
She does hand you several books on the Fae. She goes, no, neither of you gave me your roll to see what you remember about the Fae. So go ahead and give me. I'm gonna.
Oh, we didn't.
Arcana or history. I'll let you take your pick.
They're bad.
If it's Arcana, it's an 18. If it's History, it's a 17.
I'll let you in Arcana.
I'm sorry, 19 and 17.
Okay.
That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah, it
You
is.
might know more than me.
18.
18. Are you doing his history?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're both -1, so.
Okay. So from what you remember of Arcana, you remember the Feywild is just this realm of like abundant magic that is, the rules for existing are controlled by Archfey.
It's very chaotic.
Yes, it's life itself, but
Isn't that where you pulled that dude into existence from?
no, he pulled him in from Mechanus, the
Yeah,
realm
yeah.
of
Well,
pure order.
I looked up an image of Modrons. They got fat lips.
Yeah, for pure order, you're like, we also got to give him DSLs.
They
It's
got some
very
juicy,
strange.
juicy kissers.
Yeah.
I would not like to hear them eat.
It's just an ASMR video, like a mukbang every time.
Gosh, those.
Yeah. So you know that like depending on the realm you're in, certain or the Archfey's domain that you're in, certain things might be different. Almost required is to figure out the rules of that realm. Some might prize politeness. Some might prize giving out gifts. You also understand, like, hey, I should keep certain things secret. Like, no, don't just give out information freely to the Fae, because while they're not necessarily evil, they also don't operate by the same morality that you do. Chester, with an 18 in history, you recall a lot of stories of deals with the Fae. Some that turned out great, folks that bargained for gold or riches and tricked Fae, or were themselves tricked. There's some tragic stories. You remember stories of sometimes children that are lost and taken to the Feywild and emerge years later unaged, or as old men. So you just remember, like, this is a realm of just flux and chaos. And you feel your tattoos kind of feel warm to the touch, almost as if the thought of returning to the Feywild, or going to the Feywild, I should say, excites them. So you guys, Kaga leads you to the train station, and you have the books with you, Ekram. You can do further reading if you want to spend the time on the train reading those. We'll let you have advantage on investigation or investigation and Arcana checks while you're in the Feywild.
Cool.
I'm letting people punch me in the stomach for gold. He's reading them like, hey, everyone wants to take a swing at me. I'll do it
Okay,
for some silvers.
that'll be a fun one. One guy's like, yeah, how much for the face?
What you got?
Kaga just puts a sack of gold in your hand and just like cracks her knuckles.
Oh, no, Kaga. I couldn't. It would spoil I couldn't have you pay. It would spoil the majesty of
She
what
just
we
want to
have.
give her free punches.
Well, she's gonna have them, I think, regardless. Maybe I should just take. This feels too formal, Kaga. I think this is good. We should see other people though.
I'm going to set my book down and slide a gold across.
Just really want to work to undo that long rest, huh?
Well, I'm thinking it's like when boxers, you see the boxers, like they'll be doing the pull-ups, the guy will punch him in the stomach or whatever. So I'm trying to, you're building your brain up. I'm trying to build my con.
Yeah. Kaga just kind of, she puts her hand on your shoulder and like from one warrior to another, just like gives you the barest hint of respect. How's that make you feel?
I give her a big smile and nod my head.
She's like, go get him, killer.
Oop, don't like that. All right. Yeah, you see you get called. You see that little like fuck look go across his face when he's called killer. You're like
And she as you guys board the train, you see her kind of just standing there, and then it's just gone. As you're riding the train, Ekram, are you reading your book? Chester, what did you actually want to try to get people to do punch you? Okay.
Just hanging out at the bar cart.
Go ahead and are you hanging out at the bar cart, or are you trying to like draw attention to
at the
your
bar
side
cart.
show? Okay, at the bar cart. Go ahead and give me
I'm assuming I'm on the train.
yeah, go ahead. Yes. Go ahead and give me a performance check to kind of see how you bark people around.
How is it only a +1 when my charisma
He just
is a +1? Never
starts
mind.
barking
5.
at people.
5. You misunderstood what barking was.
I'm like DMX, like arr, 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 arr.
Yeah. People are throwing coins at you to try to get you to shut up.
It's not really helping my main goal, but
Yeah.
look at me.
Do I need to roll for literacy?
I will say let's roll for intelligence just to kind of be like, how much are you how much are you taking in, retaining of this?
You said just flat intelligence?
Yeah.
9.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you with a 9, it's not great. Like you're trying to read this, but it's a lot, and some of it's contradictory, some of it's apocryphal. So like trying to sort through what's actually true is a little bit tricky. So you're going to get to choose either investigation or arcana for advantage while you're in the Feywild, but not both.
Oof. Arcana.
Okay. All right.
Nope. I changed my. Oh, that's metagaming. I was gonna say history because I don't have proficiency in that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just do Arcana.
Okay. Chester, you do have a small crowd around you. They do take some shots at you because after all, they're like, it's not every day we get to punch a guy.
That is his whole pitch. It's not every day you get to punch a guy. And they're like, beans, that's good logic, actually.
Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
6. Good gravy. I'm switching to digital dice and cheating.
Yeah, a gentleman steps in front of you, a large. If Kaga is a giant half orc, he towers over her. You have to look up and you realize, oh darn, that's a half ogre.
Well, I figured I would have seen how tall he was, even though he was sitting.
He cracks his knuckles and just smiles, and he.
Were you laying down in
He-
a sleeper cart? I did not see you at all, my sir.
He just kind of looks. Oi, I knows you.
Wasn't expecting that.
That is not the voice I was. Yep.
Is this
Do you
Mike?
say that out loud?
No.
Is this fantasy Mike Tyson?
Yeah.
Oh no, that makes me Jake Paul.
Yeah. He just kind of laughs. Oh, wait, I know yous.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
And he
I'm afraid I'm at a loss with you, sir.
He just puts a coin in your hand, and he. I didn't think I was going to find you this easy.
I mean, you're looking for me?
And go ahead and make an athletics check.
Athletics. 9.
Okay.
I have a +7. These dice.
It's not great.
His massive hand hurtles towards you. You barely duck out of the way because you were like, "Hey, this is tummy shots,"
Yeah.
and he aimed for your head.
Mm.
And that's where we're gonna end this episode.
Oh, it feels like when the Duke brothers are like ramping over. Like, how are they gonna get out of this one?
Yeah.
Hope there's some hay bales.
Yeah. Do we want to do our outros then, gentlemen?
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah.
The end is a good time to do.
The end is a great time to do an outro, it turns out, technically. Hey, guys, this has been Monster, or hey, folks. But if you're interested in us as comedians, you can find Tyson. Where can we find you? Where can we see you?
Hi, you can find me all over the internet. Everywhere you look, it's at Tyson Cox Comedy. I also travel and do shows, so if you want me to come by there, let me know.
All right. What about yourself, Tyler?
That was good. You talked like this the whole time.
No, I love plugs.
You're being Ekrum-frontational. God damn it, not everyone's a winner.
My name is Tyler Walsh. You can find everything I do at Nerd News.
All right, and I am your Dungeon Master, Kevin Eggleston. You head to kevineggleston.com or at Kevin_egg, and that's where all my show dates will be kept. But thank you for listening, folks, and have a great day.
Hey everybody, it's Tyson here. Thank you so much for listening and checking us out. If you had a good time, please give us a like, a review, a share, a smoke signal, whatever you feel like letting people know that we exist. That would be fantastic. We love making this podcast, and if you want to support a little bit further beyond that, we do have a Patreon where every other week we release a video from a live show. And speaking of live shows, also the Patreon has other swag and stuff you can get to. It's super cool. Speaking of live shows, we do live shows every month. I think we're adding a third monthly live show in the Midwest. So if you're in Indianapolis, check us out at the White Rabbit Cabaret the second Tuesday of the month. Or if you're in Louisville, you can find us the first Wednesday of the month at Planet of the Tapes. Super great venues, both of those. And if you are coming in for Gen Con, you can find us Friday the 2nd. We're doing a Monster show at Gen Con. We are half sold out. We would have announced the stand-up shows that we were doing, but those sold out immediately. So watch us be funny and play this live and goofy, and you'll be like, I don't know what edition of D&D this is. Well, we're trying. Anyways, thank you. Enjoy the outro. Music.
I just wanna roll. I just wanna roll. I just wanna roll. I just wanna roll. Nat 20 on that troll. Hit that shit like critical. I just wanna roll.